Thank you for joining me today. Now, I want you to imagine something for a moment. It's early morning. The sun is just coming up through your window, painting everything in gold. You wake up next to your spouse or partner, or maybe you're living alone but still cherish the thought of intimacy, connection, and simply feeling vital. But as you swing your legs over the edge of the bed, you're hit with that familiar frustration. You know, that stubborn lack of energy, maybe even embarrassment, when things just don't work like they used to in the bedroom. For many men over 60, this isn't just about physical performance. It touches your confidence, your sense of self, your connection with your loved one, and how you look forward to each new day. And if you're nodding your head, you are absolutely not alone. I see this story every week in my office. In fact, just last month, I sat down with a patient I'll call Bill. Bill is 67 years old, retired, and married to his high school sweetheart. He's always been active, loves golfing, gardening, even a bit of dancing on Friday nights at the community center. But over the last couple of years, he's noticed a shift. He told me, "Doc, I just don't feel like myself anymore. I want to keep up with my wife, not just in the garden or on the dance floor, but in the bedroom too. It's frustrating and, honestly, it's a little embarrassing to talk about." He'd tried pills, he'd tried online remedies, even considered just giving up, thinking maybe it was just part of getting older. But Bill wanted something natural, safe, and, most importantly, something that actually works. I've been a men's health specialist for over 30 years. I'm Dr. Nolan Easton, and I'll tell you, there is nothing shameful about wanting to maintain intimacy and peak performance as you get older. In fact, I believe it's essential for living a full and joyful life. The truth is, science is learning more every year about the simple things we can do to turn back the clock, so to speak, especially when it comes to circulation, energy, and sexual health. And one of the biggest myths out there is that you need expensive prescriptions or complicated routines. Sometimes, all it takes is one small change in your daily habits. Today, I want to talk to you about something so simple, you'll wonder why you haven't heard about it before. A 60-second drink you can prepare right at home. That's right, just 60 seconds, using ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen, and it could make a world of difference for your erections, your confidence, and how you approach each day. Now, before you start thinking this is some kind of miracle cure or gimmick, let me assure you, this isn't about quick fixes or magic potions. This is about understanding how your body works, why things change as we age, and how one small adjustment can spark a big improvement. Bill's story really stuck with me because it's the story of so many men, and women, too, if I'm honest, who are looking for hope, for connection, for a way to reclaim a sense of youth and intimacy. When Bill first came to me, he wasn't looking for a fountain of youth. He was just hoping to wake up feeling proud, energetic, and able to share moments of closeness with his wife again. The look on his face when he talked about wanting to hold her hand, to laugh with her, and yes, to feel like a man in every sense of the word. That's what inspired me to share what I've learned over the decades, not just with Bill but with all of you watching today. Let's pause here for a moment. If what I've said so far resonates with you, I'd really appreciate it if you'd take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon. It's not just about numbers. Your feedback tells me what topics to cover next, and your comments, whether yes or no, help me understand exactly what you're struggling with and how I can help. I do read through them all, and it means a lot to know we're building a community here, one that's honest, supportive, and focused on living better after 60. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. Why do so many men start struggling with erections and energy after 60? The answer isn't always what you think. Sure, there are changes in hormones like testosterone, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. What's really going on for most men is a gradual decline in circulation. Our blood vessels, those highways that carry oxygen and nutrients to every part of our body, start to get stiff and narrow with age. Think about a garden hose left out in the sun for years. It doesn't work quite as well, right? Blood flow is crucial for strong, lasting erections and for energy throughout the day. But here's the good news. Even as we get older, we can do something about it. I've spent years studying natural ways to support healthy blood vessels and improve circulation. What I've found, and what countless studies confirm, is that the foods and drinks we consume play a huge role in how our bodies function, including in the bedroom. In fact, some of the most powerful ingredients for peak male performance aren't hidden away in a lab. They're right there in your refrigerator or pantry. When Bill and I first started working together, I asked him about his daily habits, what he ate for breakfast, how much water he drank, and what his evenings looked like. It turned out, like many men his age, he was skipping breakfast, grabbing something quick at lunch, and then sitting down for a heavier meal in the evening. He wasn't eating poorly, necessarily, but he wasn't giving his body the right support either, especially first thing in the morning. That's when I introduced Bill to what I call the 60-second morning drink. It's nothing fancy or complicated, but the impact can be huge. The idea is simple. By combining a few key natural ingredients, you can kickstart your circulation, boost your energy, and set the stage for stronger, more reliable erections, all without any side effects or risky medications. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this drink is going to make you feel 20 again overnight. But what I can tell you, based on Bill's experience and on what I've seen with hundreds of other patients, is that starting your day with the right nutrition can make you feel more vibrant, more confident, and more ready for whatever life brings, on your terms. Bill was skeptical at first. "Doc, you really think a drink is going to fix this?" he asked. I smiled and said, "Bill, it's not about a single drink. It's about showing your body some care, about starting your day in a way that says, I'm worth investing in." The first morning, he mixed up his glass, took a sip, and sent me a text later that day. "Is it weird that I already feel more alert?" Over the next few weeks, the changes kept building. His wife even called to thank me, laughing, "I don't know what's in that drink, but I'm not complaining." And I'll tell you, that's the kind of message I live for. If you've ever wondered whether it's possible to turn things around after 60, to feel passionate and powerful and connected to your partner again, I want you to know. It absolutely is. You don't need a prescription pad or a surgery suite to start feeling better. Sometimes, it's as simple as taking 60 seconds for yourself every morning and making one small change for your health. And that's what we're going to explore together. So, if you're ready to feel more confident, to strengthen your relationship, and to reclaim a sense of excitement for each new day, you're in the right place. I'm here with you every step of the way. When I first started recommending this 60-second morning drink to my patients, I'll admit, I wasn't sure just how powerful the results would be for men like Bill. But seeing the transformation up close has truly been inspiring. After just a couple of weeks, Bill wasn't just reporting firmer, more consistent erections. He was waking up with more energy, looking forward to his day, and feeling proud of his body again. His story, like so many others I've encountered, is a reminder that small changes really can have a big impact, even when you're well past 60. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. It's easy to be skeptical. After all, we're bombarded by advertisements, pills, and so-called miracle cures that promise instant results but rarely deliver. That's not what I'm about, and it's not what this drink is about, either. This isn't a shortcut or a magic bullet. It's a way to gently nudge your body in the right direction, to give yourself a chance to heal and function the way nature intended. And the best part? It fits into any lifestyle. No need for drastic diets, expensive supplements, or complicated routines. Let me share with you what's actually happening inside your body when you drink this in the morning. As we age, our blood vessels lose some of their flexibility, and our circulation naturally slows down. This makes it harder for blood to reach where it's needed most, especially when it comes to healthy, satisfying erections. It's not just about desire or arousal, it's about whether your body can deliver. That's why so many men over 60 feel frustrated and defeated, even when their interest in intimacy hasn't changed. The good news is, nature has already given us powerful tools to support our blood vessels and boost nitric oxide, the key molecule that helps relax and widen those vessels. That's the real secret to strong, reliable erections, healthy blood flow. The ingredients in this morning drink are carefully chosen to do just that, supporting your circulation and providing your body with a surge of energy and vitality. Bill's journey really highlights just how much of a difference the right nutrients can make. After years of feeling past his prime, he started noticing subtle changes within the first week. His energy returned, his sleep improved, and most importantly, he felt a spark reignite in his relationship with his wife. They were laughing together again, holding hands, and enjoying the little moments of connection that had started to fade. And it all began with a simple, 60-second commitment each morning. This is why I'm so passionate about sharing this message with you. You deserve to feel strong, confident, and connected at any age. And you don't have to go it alone. If you're finding this helpful so far, I encourage you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and tap that bell so you never miss a new tip or story. And please, take a moment to let me know in the comments, does this message resonate with you? Just a simple yes or no is all it takes, and it helps me tailor these videos to the topics you care most about. Now, some of you might be wondering, what exactly goes into this 60-second drink? I'll be sharing those details very soon, but before I do, I want to talk honestly about some of the common obstacles men face when trying to reclaim their sexual health after 60. Because the truth is, even the best advice can fall flat if it's not practical or doesn't fit your life. I hear from men all the time who say, "Doc, I want to do better, but I don't have the time or energy for complicated changes." That's why this drink has been such a game changer for so many men in my practice. Millions of men face the same challenges, and there is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. I've seen men in their 70s and 80s regain confidence and find joy in their relationships again. The key is to start with something simple, something you can stick with, and to give yourself grace and patience along the way. Let's circle back to Bill for a moment. When he came back for his follow-up appointment, I could see a change right away. He walked a little taller, smiled a little brighter, and couldn't wait to tell me about the night he and his wife danced under the stars. He laughed, saying, "Doc, I feel like I'm back in high school." That's the kind of transformation that reminds me why I do what I do. If you're sitting at home, maybe feeling frustrated, maybe even a bit hopeless, I want you to know that change is possible. Even if you haven't taken the best care of yourself in the past, or if you've tried things before that didn't work, don't give up. This 60-second morning drink is a great place to start, and it's my way of saying, you deserve to feel your best at any age. Before we move ahead, let me remind you, your feedback truly matters. Leave a yes or no in the comments if you find these stories and advice helpful. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you're always in the loop for new tips and inspiration. I know from experience that even small steps can create big changes over time. And that's really the message I want to share with you today. You're not powerless, you're not past your prime, and you're certainly not alone. You're part of a community of men who are committed to living fully, loving deeply, and making the most of every single day. And just like Bill, you might be surprised by how much is possible, no matter your age. When you invest in yourself, you're investing in every relationship and every joyful moment to come. That's something worth celebrating. I remember the morning Bill called me, sounding almost like a kid on Christmas. "Doc, I just had to tell you, I woke up today and felt, well, alive again." There was a lightness in his voice I hadn't heard before. For years, he'd been weighed down by worries, not just about intimacy, but about his energy, his health, and that quiet fear many men have. Is this just how it is from now on? But now, after just a few weeks of making this drink a part of his morning routine, Bill was seeing tangible changes. His erections were firmer and more reliable. He felt sharper, less tired, and more motivated. The old spark was back in his marriage, too. His wife had noticed the difference. She smiled more, hugged him longer, and their conversations became playful and affectionate again, like when they were newlyweds. Stories like Bill's are why I'm passionate about sharing practical, real solutions with you. Because behind every set of symptoms is a life. A man who still has dreams, still wants to connect, still deserves to feel powerful and desired. And as I often remind my patients, you're never too old for those things. In fact, I think the need for intimacy and vitality only grows stronger as we age. You've earned it. Now, I want to talk to you honestly about what goes into this 60-second drink, and why it's so effective, without overwhelming you with confusing science or hard-to-find ingredients. It's all about choosing foods and natural compounds that support healthy blood flow, energy, and overall well-being. I recommend starting with a foundation of beetroot juice. Beets are high in nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a natural substance that relaxes your blood vessels and improves circulation. This is essential for strong erections and for energy throughout the day. Next, add a splash of pomegranate juice. Not only is it delicious, but it's rich in antioxidants that help keep your arteries healthy and reduce inflammation. Some men also like to include a small pinch of ginger, fresh or powdered, for its anti-inflammatory properties and for the natural warmth it brings to your drink. If you want, A squeeze of fresh lemon can add a refreshing tang and help balance your body's pH, making the drink even more invigorating. Just mix these ingredients together with a bit of water, give it a quick stir or shake, and in less than a minute, you have a drink that can genuinely transform your mornings. What's most important is consistency, making it a part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth or having your first cup of coffee. When Bill started, he was skeptical it could be so simple. "Doc, can a drink like this really make that much difference?" I told him what I'll tell you. It's not just the drink itself, but what it represents. You're choosing to start your day with intention, to give your body the support it needs, and to show yourself that you matter. If you have concerns about medications or health conditions, it's always wise to talk with your doctor before adding new foods or drinks. But for most men, these ingredients are not only safe, they're truly nourishing. And if you try it, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. Just leave a simple yes or no to let me know if this advice is making a difference in your life, or share your own story so others in our community can feel inspired. As Bill kept up his new routine, the benefits became even clearer. He wasn't just performing better in the bedroom, he was walking more, sleeping soundly, and even started golfing again without feeling wiped out halfway through the course. His friends noticed, too. One day over coffee, a buddy asked, "Bill, you've got a new pep in your step, what's your secret?" Bill grinned and said, "It's not a secret, it's just a smart start to my day." They both had a good laugh, but the truth is, the positive changes extended far beyond intimacy. Bill's confidence spilled into every part of his life. And that, to me, is the real measure of success. This is what I wish more men knew. The health of your erections is about so much more than sex. It's about the quality of your circulation, the vitality of your heart, the sharpness of your mind, and the joy you find in daily living. When you care for yourself, when you honor your needs and your worth, everything improves, your relationships, your energy, and your outlook. You become more present for your loved ones, more active in your community, and more excited about what each new day brings. So, if you're watching this and feeling unsure, let me encourage you, take that first step. It might be as simple as mixing a glass of beetroot and pomegranate juice each morning, but it's also a signal to yourself. I'm still in the game, and I'm not done living yet. It's never too late to reclaim your health and happiness. Now, before we continue, if you're finding this helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and tap that bell icon. Your feedback matters to me, and I read every yes or no comment to make sure these videos stay relevant and helpful for men just like you. Your story could inspire someone else who needs a little push to get started. And remember, if you're dealing with challenges, you don't have to hide or feel embarrassed. I've seen so many men turn things around with a few small, consistent changes. The journey back to confidence and connection doesn't have to be complicated or lonely. With the right support and the right habits, you can wake up every morning feeling strong, hopeful, and ready to live life to the fullest. If you've stuck with me this far, I want to say how much I appreciate your openness, your willingness to try something new, and your hope for a more vibrant, connected life, no matter your age. It takes courage to talk about these issues, even more so to take action, and I hope Bill's story reminds you that transformation is possible. He's just one of thousands of men I've worked with who've taken that first step, not only seeing improvement in their erections but truly rediscovering what it means to feel alive, loved, and confident after 60. Let's take a moment to reflect on how far Bill came. The man who once sat quietly in my office, embarrassed and hesitant, is now a source of inspiration in his own right. His mornings begin with that simple drink, just a minute to mix beetroot juice, a splash of pomegranate, ginger, and lemon. It's almost a ritual for him now. But more than the drink, it's the intention behind it. He's honoring himself, his relationship, and his desire to make every day count. His wife, once quietly concerned, now greets him each morning with a smile and a kiss, noticing the change in his energy, his presence, and his affection. I know some of you are still skeptical, and that's okay. You might be wondering, what if I've waited too long? What if my health problems are too complicated? What if I've tried things before that didn't work? Those are all valid concerns. But as I tell my patients, your body is more resilient than you realize. Even small, consistent efforts can make a world of difference. The key is to start. Don't worry about perfection or instant results. Just give yourself permission to take one step in the right direction. For some, that might mean starting with this 60-second morning drink. For others, it might mean talking with your partner, reaching out to your doctor, or simply giving yourself grace on the tough days. Whatever your journey looks like, know that you're not alone. There are thousands of men and couples navigating the same questions, the same hopes, and the same dreams of feeling strong and loved after 60. One of the things I love most about this community is how you support each other. When you leave a comment, whether it's a yes, a no, or your own personal story, you're giving hope to someone who may be struggling in silence. I've seen men make friends, find workout buddies, and even start dinner clubs because they felt empowered to share their experiences here. So please, if this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. It truly helps me shape these videos to your needs, and it reminds everyone that progress is possible at any age. Remember, good health isn't about shortcuts or one-size-fits-all solutions. It's about building habits that nourish your body and soul, about seeking out connection, and about staying curious and open to new possibilities. This 60-second drink is one example of how a simple change can have ripple effects in every area of your life. For Bill, it wasn't just firmer erections, it was better sleep, more laughter, more shared moments with his wife, and a newfound excitement for each day. I want you to imagine, just for a moment, what your life could look like if you felt even a little more energy in the morning, a little more confidence in your body, and a little more joy in your relationships. What would you do differently? How would you spend your time? Who would you reconnect with, or maybe reach out to for the first time in years? You deserve that kind of life. A life where intimacy, strength, and happiness are not relics of the past, but part of your present and your future. As you go forward, keep this in mind. It's never too late to start caring for yourself, never too late to rekindle your relationship, and never too late to wake up each morning looking forward to what's ahead. If you need a place to begin, start with your next glass of water or juice. Take 60 seconds for yourself. Remember Bill's journey, and let it remind you that real change is possible, even if it starts with something as humble as a morning drink. If you found value in this video, I'd love it if you'd hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss the next story or tip. Your participation matters, not just to me, but to every man and woman looking for answers, reassurance, and a bit of hope. Leave your yes or no in the comments below, or share your own story. I read every single one, and it helps me tailor this channel to the real needs of this community. Thank you for trusting me to be part of your journey. It's been my privilege as a men's health doctor for over 30 years to witness so many incredible transformations. Just remember, you are capable of more than you think, and your best days can still be ahead of you. So here's to you, to new beginnings, and to a life filled with strength, intimacy, and joy, one 60-second drink at a time. Stay healthy, stay hopeful, and take good care of yourself.